We are, in fact, mobilizing generators to the key sites, Martha Bray, the Logwood system coming east into St. Anne, our Bogue system going all the way out to Portland. Similarly, in the Black River area, Westmoreland area, we're targeting the placement of the generators to ensure the continuity of water supply. As access becomes available, we will move water trucks, water filling stations into those, and our contractors, plus our own fleet at the NWC, has been already mobilized and put on notice.
The devastation continues. My country, Jamaica. You know, I'm giving God thanks for everything. And that we're here, we're alive, we can pick up the pieces. And for those who are severely affected, that, you know, mentally, emotionally, physically, things will fall into place. Please don't sell your land. I know it's easier said than done, and you might hear $123 million deal come your way, or $125 million or a 10, and it sound enough. But by a queen, that done. It's not worth it. It's not worth what your ancestors, you know, and your foreparents had to went through. Here we saw the tape a while ago with the screening, they're finding dead bodies, you know, day after day. Now we have the UK and US aid coming to help. I don't want to sound political, but our prime minister, our current prime minister, not doing as much as he should. Well, I wouldn't even say as much because I don't see him do anything. Him reach down I think Westmoreland. There's a video. I started the video and I started to edit it and I had to stop because it was really, really sad. For you asking about telling them about ID and talking about you're going to fix road when the people see them asleep out a door. You understand? People want food. Those are the things. Medical aid. The road, yes, you can think about it, but that is not priority. Why can't you guys think? What about airdropping things? That video was supposed to upload on Sunday. This one, I'm actually up working on it now. It's Monday morning before work. Yeah, 3 hours in the morning. But because you see, when you grow up a certain way, you know, I think that is it in a humanity. It's how you grow, you know, the empathy and the sympathy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And sometimes you grow up good, you know, with it, you know. People, you know, your parents instill it, but somewhere along the line, greed. Because the hurricane, yeah, I know that God is one in Jamaica, but something just not sit right in my spirit, and I ask the Lord to reveal and help me to be prepared to see and to accept what He's showing. Because there are times, you know, God is telling us something and we don't want to hear what He has to say. But I want you to look at a video where this young lady, and this is her on the screen there, Curling Brown, big up yourself. And this is from CVM TV, by the way. You guys can go over there and watch the video of the entire video. I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can check it. And how to find the description, I don't remember how to find the description right now, but you're going to click, I think it's underneath, under the channel name. Where you see more, you go and click on more and you will see the description. Excuse me. As a Christian, how do I cope? I've been on the streets, by the way. I'm not going to come here and tell you what I'm doing and show the video, because that's not something that I do, but that is something other people do. Like it for publicity, that's okay. For me, God said go, and the mission we're out there doing it bad, it terrible, horrible, devastated. I can't find words. You understand me? It bad, awful. But at the end of it, you know, keep on holding on to God. I know that we are a resilient set of people. And in everything, we try to find humor. I see people posting some comments and, you know, even tourists that was stuck here. You don't understand, man. Put it, empathy, sympathy. Let's go into the video.
Her hands, she's at a loss about after, praying help will materialize soon.
The manpower wouldn't be a problem. I just like materialistic part of it to help bring it back. Yeah.
Such as?
Such as couple two before start back that this side, the back side, so plyboard, zinc maybe, depending on when we're done. Knock them out to see if they can use back. Basically, that. Flooring, we can provide that. Stuff like that.
How many kids do you have?
2 boys. One in high school. One soon start art. Probably have to get pushed back a little bit. Yeah, I don't know which part to start. I don't know if I go back at work. Well, I should have done work today, but as I say, I don't know how to reach at work because I don't know which part to start from to actually go to work. I look hard for left the stuff like this to go to work. I don't know how I'm going. So, still have to go back any which way I'm taking.
Yeah.
So I have to go probably leave them by school.
The only problem though, the school, Parry Town Primary and Infant, the emergency shelter, has its own challenges too. Ian Bell is the chairman of the school and also councillor for the Beecher Town division.
The school has been really badly hit. 6 classrooms so far have been affected. If you look immediately behind me, you will see rebels of the zinc and the roof that is assembled there. The rest of it, would have been gone.
Gone like Miss Charmaine's property too, leaving her with the bare minimal she had on in the dark.
I never knew that this time was so wicked and crucial. I remember when the house was a boom, boom. And then afterward, we said, murder! Everything gone. I don't have nowhere to sleep. I don't have no clothes to put on right now. Not even a panty. Everything wet. And my son are going and come out.
She says she took refuge in the only spot left standing.
This before?
No, sir, not even Gilbert when wicked, sir. Yeah, in my toilet, I have to itch up and put my 2 foot them. Because the water run in there, I have to put my 2 foot. I set up on one basket. That will me have arthritis in my foot.
Meanwhile, the chairman is hoping students of the Parry Town Primary and Infant School will not be further traumatized by being deprived of releasing Melissa's history as a test.
We would not like to know that the resumption of school is hampered for any significant amount of time because, we want to make sure that we have an educated nation. And we know that it is really bad. We don't know what instructions we will get from the ministry, but I'm hoping and I'm appealing to them that they will send some emergency aid for us to deal with the roof of the school so that school will be able to resume at the earliest possible.
For about 200 feet of pipeline was entirely washed away. So as we speak, there is an emergency response where our contractor is now reinstalling that pipeline in order to facilitate water supply distribution into St. James, sections of Hanover, substantially. We are in fact mobilizing generators to the key sites, Martha Bray, the Logwood system coming east into St. Anne, our Bogue system going all the way out to Portland. Similarly, in the Black River area, Westmoreland area, we're targeting the placement of the generators to ensure the continuity of water supply. As access becomes available, we will move water trucks, water filling stations into those, and our contractors, plus our own fleet at the NWC, has been already mobilized and put on notice so they can get to the sites as quickly as possible.
Damage.
Well, we went to sections of Westwell, St. Andrew constituency, areas such as Trackgate, Bowder Hill, Clarks Hill, Lunar, and Border. And we have seen where a lot of land slippages, blocked roads, fallen trees, and fallen utility wires. I must commend the members of the community, various communities where we have noticed where they have all teamed up and rolling up their sleeves and making sure that they're trying to bring back their community to normalcy. They have been cutting the fallen trees in smaller pieces and also clearing the road.
The mayor says he will be calling a meeting of the Parish Disaster Committee early next week, where councillors and agencies will give a report on the impact the hurricane had on their divisions to chart a way forward.
I must say that some of them have reported some of these incidents to the city engineer department. After this, we will make sure that we look at the entire report and we will chart a course of action. It is important to note that we will also partner with the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development in trying to restore our city to normalcy.
Meanwhile, Parish Disaster Coordinator Terry Forrester says shelters operations remain active as the cleanup phase continues.
We had approximately 65 shelters open with about 950 persons in the shelter. Well, currently we have persons returning home. However, there are some persons who still are at the shelter, and our shelter managers remain steadfast and on standby to manage the shelters in the need. We are partnering with our partners of the Welfare Subcommittee, which is chaired by the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. So we have a number of agencies partnering to ensure that we go house to house to determine what are the needs of the affected persons.